Today's session I'm looking at performance indicators, how to design and use indicators. Farida. So briefly about indicators, these are points that show where you are moving. Are we moving in a straight line or not? In summary about that, indicators help us measure results, which are dimensions or characteristics, and are measured to indicate the achievement of relevant results. Without indicators, you cannot dream of measuring results or an achievement we've done. Understanding, how do you understand the concept of indicators? What are they? Indicators are actually dimensions or characteristics we measure to assess whether results are being achieved. An example, we have one indicator here, poverty reduction. Possible indicator could be economic growth. What will show that there will be poverty reduction in the country. So they help us to show a progress towards an achievement. So we want to achieve poverty reduction. What will help us show that we've reduced poverty? One, to be economic growth rate. When we have improved an improvement in economic growth rate, and the number of people who live below the poverty line has reduced. So it will help us know that poverty has reduced. So whenever you're coming up with indicators, have that concept in mind. What can help me know that I've actually attained this result? So indicators describe how well a project or program is achieving its objectives, and they tell us what to measure to determine whether the objective has been achieved. They also define how the performance will be measured along a scale or dimension without specifying particular level of achievements. And are also yardsticks. They define the continent along which a project success will be measured and tracked systematically over time. So the answer to the question, how will we know the success when you see it? An example of an indicator or objective, going back to the hierarchy of results. Objective, for example, an example we have to promote respect for human rights. Here an indicator you can have hashtag of trained human rights monitors deployed as a result of the program. Maybe proportion or percentage of trained human rights monitors deployed as a result of a program. Dash of human rights advocacy groups in areas within the program activities. Ratification and adoption of internationally accepted human rights by law, or percentage of citizens who know about their legal rights as a direct or indirect result of the program. So normally at the hierarchy of results, the objectives, we use percentages or proportions. So you can say a percentage of what will show that there is more human rights, knowing that percentage of citizens who know about their legal rights as the direct or indirect result of the program. Still an objective we have here, improve coverage of preschools program. Percentage, what will show that there has been an improved coverage in a preschool program. It will be a percentage of eligible urban children enrolled in the preschool. Maybe the percentage is high, it has increased from where it was. Percentage of eligible rural children enrolled in the preschool and children attending preschools as a result of the intervention, and preschools in the area as a result of the intervention. Then outcome, improve primary school learning outcomes. Percentage of primary students scoring 70% or better on standardized math and science. So looking at the hierarchy of results, we have three types of performance indicators: the outcome indicators, the output indicators, and the process indicators. Previously, we have been looking at the outcome indicators. Now we're looking at output. Our output is district school teachers trained. So our indicator will be number or hashtag of teachers trained by the end of 2016. Percentage of teachers trained that were rated as more effective in doing their jobs 1 year later. That will help us measure the success, and number of teachers that completed the training and got the certificate. In this case, can also be like you, maybe M&E professionals trained, and can be number of students that have completed the training and gotten certified. That is an output indicator. Then we have process indicators. These are activities, and our activity that leads to the output above is peer education. So the indicator will be number of peer educators trained, number of peers reached by the trained peer educators, percentage of materials on peer education distributed, hashtag of young people that attended, or number of young people that attended the peer education activities. So what are the types of indicators? We have qualitative and quantitative indicators. Yeah, quantitative indicators are statistical measures that measures results in terms of numbers, percentages, rate, birth rates, ratios, or sex ratios. While quantitative indicators reflect people's judgments, opinions, perceptions, and attitudes towards a given situation or subject. They include changes in sensitivity, satisfaction, influence, awareness, understanding, attitudes, quality, perception, dialogue, or a sense of well-being. Those are the qualitative indicators. Yeah, they measure people's judgments and opinions and perceptions and attitudes. Whereas the quantitative or statistical measure in terms of numbers, percentages, rates, and ratios. Yeah. So what considerations should you have when you're developing indicators? They should be participatory. You should involve your sector leads, development partners, so that you ensure ownership and transparency of the results. It should include a variety of indicators, qualitative, quantitative, simple, and not very hard ones. It should focus on few indicators because you're also putting in mind the cost implications to measure them. Focus on what is critical, not what will be done, and disaggregate indicators as much as possible. Yeah, high averages, high disparities, which should be good to know for programming. Yeah, characteristics of good indicators still, they should be direct, to closely track results, is intended measure, objective, potentially precise and dimensional, useful for management, timely and practical. They should have data obtained in a way that is at a reasonable time. Timely performance data should be available when they need to make decisions, and adequate indicators should be the minimum necessary. Yeah, so they should be direct, to track the results as intended, objective, potentially precise and undimensional. Should be useful to management purposes at all levels of decision making. They should be very practical so that the data can be obtained in a timely and a reasonable cost, and they should be timely. Yeah, another way to have this summarize this characteristics, so should be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Indicators, yeah, just still a summary: direct, objective, adequate, quantitative, where possible, disaggregated indicators, practical data can be obtained in timely manner, reliable data for confident decision making. Yeah, so that's it about performance indicators, designing them and using the indicators. Thank you.